Today I am reviewing 3 books that are original German books, but don't worry, they are already or are going to be published in English. Ruby Red, the first book of the time-traveling trilogy by Kerstin Gier. It's going to be published in May 2011 in America, and it's going to have 336 pages. And it will cost in hardcover $10 and as the audiobook about $20. I am just going to read the thing that is going to be on the back of the English version of this book. This is how the German book looks like, for everyone who has wondered. It looks a lot different from the English version. And personally, I like this version more, but I guess that's a question of taste. Gwyneth Shepherd's sophisticated, beautiful cousin Charlotte has been prepared her entire life for traveling through time. But unexpectedly, it is Gwyneth who, in the middle of class, takes a sudden spin to a different era. Gwyneth must now unearth the mystery of why her mother would lie about her birth date to ward off suspicion about her ability, brush up on her history, and work with Gideon, the time traveler from a similarly gifted family that passes the gene through its male line, and whose presence becomes, in time, less insufferable and more essential. Together, Gwyneth and Gideon journey through time to discover who, in the 18th century and in contemporary London, they can trust. Okay, I'm just going to give you 5 reasons why this is one of the best YA fantasy novels ever. Really, ever. First, the humorous writing. There are so many wordplays in this book. Something like mixing the past tense with the future and combining that with the subjunctive. So when something might be happening, but it already happened in the past. And the funny dialogues. Stuff like Gordon's statement about Elizabeth I. You just have to wait for that. It's hilarious, really hilarious. Second reason is the addiction, because I have read Ruby Red and the second book, Sapphire Blue, in like 30 hours, and I just couldn't break from the story. It's so addicting, really, believe me. Third, the characters. They are all really thought through and authentic and likable, like James and Aunt Maggie and Gordon Galderman. He's one of my favorites because I would so love to have him in my class in school. It would be so hilarious, but okay. Fourth is the structure. Because when you read the first book, there is a scene when Gwyneth travels back in time and she's seeing herself, but the scene when she is in that time again is happening in the third book of the series, Emerald Green. So Kerstin Gier really had to plan everything before she started writing, and you feel that in the book. Yeah, and the last reason, even if there are a lot more reasons, but the last reason that I am going to give you is Kerstin Gier's closeness to her readers, because she has written like so many German books, really a lot, and she is always working on something, but she still takes some time to answer questions in a Ruby Red forum, even if those questions are so dumb sometimes. Really, they are so stupid. And they have been asked like the 100th time, and I just sit there and think, how can she be so patient and answer them again and again and again? For example, questions about the movie, because this is going to be a movie, even if it's probably going to be a German one, and German movies suck, but it is going to be a movie, which is good. So, thumbs up for the patience of Kerstin Gier, because it must be huge. So I hope you can see why you have to read this book too. By the way, this is a worldwide bestseller series, so don't be mistaken. And English is like the last language it's been translated to. For example, there are Italian and Dutch and Spanish and Portuguese and Norwegian. And now, finally, English. So when the book comes out in May, you just have to read it. And you can watch a book trailer, which is kind of nice, from the English publisher. So I'm going to put the link down below, then you can watch the book trailer.